Our adventure in Iraq begins in Nassiriya, where months of planning and dreaming finally come to life. Our adventure begins with a striking first impression.
So that's not how I imagine this river to look like. We are on the Euphrates River, and as you can see, it's nothing like described in the sacred literatures and in the history books. Quiet, abandoned, and polluted, and full of plastic.
Here with us is Sajat, a local doctor from Al Diwania, who has agreed to be part of the first chapter of our journey across Iraq. As we weave through the narrow alleys of the Nassiriya Souk, all eyes seem to follow us, the only foreigners around. Every corner's a story, but we've got to reach our next destination. We've arrived at the ziggurat of Ur. Once the heart of Sumerian life, it's hard to believe these ancient stones held the hopes and prayers of an entire civilization. Its towering steps rising like a monument frozen in time, a place where its glorious past still whispers. The desert unfolds around us, dotted with scattered settlements clinging to life in the arid landscape. We finally reach Chibaish, the gateway to the Mesopotamian Marshes. In the distance, a column of black smoke rises, a powerful reminder of the resources and challenges intertwined with the oil industry. We are greeted by a reconstructed mudif, a traditional guest house made of reeds, once the heart of communal gatherings. Here we are treated to the warm embrace of Middle Eastern hospitality. As we sip some chai, our host shares the story of these marshes, a stunning landscape where the battle for survival has grown increasingly dire in the recent decades.
The marshes were widely considered to be by mainly in the 19th century biblical scholars to be the model of biblical Eden.
Decades of conflict and political maneuvering have drained the vitality of this ecosystem. In the aftermath of the 1991 uprising against his government, Saddam Hussein unleashed a calculated punishment on the Marsh Arabs, draining the wetlands that had been their home for centuries. This act of vengeance turned a sanctuary of life into almost barren wasteland, displacing entire communities and destroying a unique cultural and ecological heaven. Today, challenges persist, diversions and mismanagement, while climate change accelerates the decline of this fragile ecosystem. Our host, Mr. Raad Al-Asadi, president of the Chibaish Ecotourism Organization and a passionate social and climate activist, invites us to explore tools and artifacts once vital to marsh life.
Are you sure? Yeah.
Settling into our mashuf, a traditional canoe, We set off to meet local tribes and explore this vibrant yet challenged ecosystem. As we glide through the breathtaking landscape, we approach a small settlement, tucked away in the reeds subtly hidden in the dry, challenging landscape. We get ready to hop off the mashuf and meet the locals. As we step off, the severity of water scarcity and tough living conditions become clear. We decide to speak with a local young man to understand better.
الماء موجودين والأفهم متابعة شوية الأسعار مالته دكاي لا تحلب لها قد تحلب لها 5 لترات دبة بيشتبه الحين 5 لترات هي العام تحلب لها 5 لترات هسه تحلب لها 3 لترات.
اللي الآن كل الأبحاث الدولية والباحثين والمتخصصين يتحدثون عن التغيرات المناخية وارتفاع درجات الحرارة العالمية، وحتى الآن عالميا مساحة الثلوج وكمية المياه العذبة تقريبا انقلصت بشكل كلش كبير. الآن حسب المعطيات اللي موجودة، في السابق كان عدد السدود التركية والإيرانية والسورية قليل مقارنة بحجم المياه. الآن حسب المعطيات كمية المياه الواصلة للحدود العراقية هي غير كافية لإدامة كل مساحة الأهوار. ممكن تتقلص مساحة الأهوار بس بالمستقبل يعني إذا استمر الوضع كما هو عليه إحنا تعرف صارت لسنوات ماكو أمطار.
What a strong reminder of the fragility of our ecosystems. We leave the settlement with our hearts a bit heavier than when we arrived. The challenges faced by the Marsh community highlight how delicate our natural world is and the urgent need to protect it. Towards the end of the day, a local guide meets us to share his perspective on life in the marshes.
يعني الأهوار مو عمر سنة وسنتين حتى سومرية وأكدية وغيرها كانت في المكان هذا، المفروض يباعوا لها بعين العدالة من آلاف السنين، ومنذ آلاف السنين نفس الناس باقية، هسه سواء الأجيال متغيرة أو الناس تغيرت بس الهور باقي والناس باقية. تحاول الضغط سياسيا على باقي الدول مثل تركيا على إيران، زيادة الحصص المائية للعراق، وأيضا على الحكومة حتى مثل ما نقول يعني احنا متجاوز على حصتنا المائية. احنا نريد العدالة بالتوزيع، احنا كداخل عراقي العدالة بالتوزيع. يعني انت ابو النجف ياخذ اكثر منك، وابو الديواني ياخذ اكثر منك، معتبرينها بس مسطح مائي، شايلين انه كبشر عايش بيها وثروة سمكية وثروة حيوانية، هاي مو همهم ولا مهتمين لها. احنا ابناء النهر، احنا ابناء طبيعتنا، وين ما تدير وجهك شوف ماء، علاقتنا يعني قوية جدا بالماء. اكو ماء اكو حياة، اكو راحة نفسية، اكو رزق، اكو معيشة. ماكو ماي كل شيء يختلف. When I was child I didn't go to the marshes. Now I love the marshes.